started right away here, and what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about some good things. One of the first things that I want to talk about is that we have a big promotion coming up starting. Actually, you guys are the first ones that are on here tonight to hear about it, and it's going to run from this point all the way to the end of July. So it's a kind of a short window, but it's a really good promotion. And I'm going to talk. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But first, what I want to do is I want to bring on Keith Narazinski from the corporate office and have him talk about something that we've been working on now for the last month to get into place to just give more tools and benefits to you guys to make it easier for you guys to run your business. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Keith. So Keith, go right ahead.
All right, fantastic, Matt. And can you hear me okay? And are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Yep, screen is up.
All right, fantastic. Hello and welcome, everyone. Again, as Matt mentioned, my name is Keith. I'm a member of the support team here at MintBuilder.com, and I want to thank you for each taking time out of your schedules to join us this evening. I'm really excited about the promotion that the guys are going to go over here after my segment, and I'll keep it brief. I just want to share with you some details on a new Getting Started guide that we had recently put together and implemented. We call it the MintBuilder New Affiliate ABCs and Quick Action Guide. And this is really for, particularly for those who are very new to the industry. By and large, a big percentage of those who come into the industry and into MintBuilder for that matter are pretty new to the industry. And so we want to push them in the right direction with some of the basics as it pertains specifically to MintBuilder and how they can launch their business on the fast track to success. So what we have is a series of videos as well as a couple PDFs that are part of the assets, if you will, for this Getting Started process. And we'll take a brief look at it here. There is going to be a link to this guide. It's actually live now in our welcome email that a new affiliate receives. And it's also located in the tools and training area of your back office right at the top. So after this webinar tonight, go ahead and get in there and go through everything I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show it to you very briefly and just go over the bullet points and the basics of it. But I encourage you to go through it as if you were brand new yourself today and take the steps that are outlined that we're going to go through right now. Okay, so let me switch screens here. Bear with me a moment. All right, and so now I'm going to take you to this Getting Started page. This is the link that the button in the back office and the link in the welcome email will take a new affiliate to. And there's a couple sections. The first section is called the ABCs. Your first steps to success with MintBuilder. There's a video here, it's just about 1.5 minutes long, of Matt, our CEO, welcoming everyone to the company. So you can watch that video afterwards. The next step is to download and complete our new affiliate ABCs PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that now and pull the PDF down. Okay, now that that's loaded up, let me just kind of run through this with you real quick. Basically says, congratulations, let's take some steps to, as I call it, an orientation on just getting familiar with the basics, the ABCs of MintBuilder, if you will. It teaches them to go through and, print this out and check off things as they've, reviewed and got familiar with their back office dashboard, the quick links, the what's new section, how to manage their business, such as updating whether it's an email address or phone number or an address, things of that nature. Tells them about their member shop and how to shop with discounts and such. Talks a little bit about how to view their team, whether they're looking at Tree 1 or Tree 2 or their personal sales team and such. Again, just to give them a basic orientation of MintBuilder. Talks about the tools and training section, their account, how to set up their marketing system, the free silver giveaway marketing system. Asks to check off these things as they go through, kind of like a checklist a pilot would use before taking off for a flight. And so Then it concludes with basically learning the plan and reviewing the compensation plan document, as well as the overview video of the compensation plan, and encourages them to write down any questions and speak with their upline till they get those questions answered. And so those are basically the training wheels, as you can see depicted here in terms of the ABCs. And then it, pushes the person to go back to the Getting Started page and watch the Setting Your Goals video and download the Quick Action Guide. So let's go back to that. We've done this step now and completed that. It even tells them to stop before proceeding. Be sure to complete your ABCs. So we want to keep them on track for following the process by using the stop signs. Section 2 is called the Quick Action Guide. And in that guide, there's, we'll go through that in just a moment here, but there's a series of videos that go along with it. This first video is called Setting Your Goals, because if you don't have a goal, you can't hit your target of success here. So our lovely admin director, Christina, had presented this video, and so you can watch that afterwards. And then the next thing it tells them to do is to download the Quick Action Guide and to complete pages 3 through 9, which is essentially got to do with setting their goals. So let's go ahead and pull this PDF down. And again, that's called the Quick Action Guide. Has a table of contents. And it just, pages 3 through 9 really talk about getting in the right mindset, making a promise to themselves, and so on. I'm not going to read it to you, but we'll scan through it here. And again, encourage you to go through this as if you were brand new today and do it entirely. So it talks about a personal interview, asks a few questions about, have they set up their business, and, where do they meet people that they might be able to introduce to MintBuilder, what their strengths are, and so forth. We move on to the setting goals and the SMART goals system. Ask them a few questions, such as how much they'd like to be earning, how much they would like to have saved in precious metals in the last 30 days, and so on. Then we have a Discovering Your Why section, because if you don't know what your why is, you don't know why you're trying to be successful with something. So we want to help people define their why, and that's very important. So we encourage you to do that as well. And we give a couple different ways to help people determine what their why is by simply following this process and answering the questions outlined. There's a couple different approaches, and this way is the 5 times why approach, and encourage you to do that as well. The next section here talks about the personal promise, as I mentioned, asks a few questions to go through, and so on. And then kind of a little personal pledge or promise, if you will, that somebody can print out. We encourage them through this process to print it out and post it on their refrigerator, anywhere they're going to see that every day, as a constant reminder of their why and why they want to do the necessary steps and actions on a daily basis to achieve their goals here at MintBuilder. So then you come to another stop sign that says, okay, we've now done pages 3 through 9, and we're going to go back to the Getting Started page and watch the following 2 videos, Action Plan, as well as Developing Your Prospect List. So we come back to the Get Started page here, and we run into the page 3 through 9 is completed, and we have an action plan for achieving your goals. I presented that little video. All these videos are like a minute and a half long, just mainly a little bit of guidance, a little inspirational, motivational, and trying to help people from a multi-pronged approach, visually and auditorially, as well as in a document format as well. So there's a little action plan video. The next step is developing a list and maintaining that ongoing. And then it says, okay, now stop before proceeding, and encourages them to go through and complete pages 10 and 11 of the Quick Action Guide. So we simply come back over to the Quick Action Guide, and you want to encourage your prospects and your new affiliates, now that you know this is available, and hold them accountable. You know, did you go through the ABCs? Did you do the quick action guide? Are you following the steps? You know, let's review your interview together. You'll see there's content within the interview section where it encourages them to share that information with their sponsor, so their sponsor can help know what their goals are, so that you can help them, you know, achieve them. Okay, so this step page 10 and 11 rather talks about a 90-day drive. And what is a 90-day drive? It's basically all-out massive action for a period of 90 days following a specific formula of you know, process that we outline through the remainder of this document. Okay, step 1, again, developing a prospect list, gives them a little memory jogger and so forth. And so now we come to another stop sign, and it says, before proceeding, to watch the remaining videos on the Get Started page. Let's go back to it. So now we have the opportunity exposure process, where we basically give some tips on, you know, how to help expose MintBuilder to their prospects. So there's a video about that. Then, of course, as everyone should know, the fortune is in the follow-up. You want to always be sure to follow up and follow through with the prospects that you've put through the process, and this system will help them do just that. So there's a little video about that, and then a little bit of closing comments in regards to the overall path to success here at mintbuilder.com. So then it basically just says, after watching the videos, to return to the quick action guide, read through the remainder, and most importantly, to take action. You come back to the PDF, the quick action guide, that is, and it talks about the exposure process, has a little bit of bullet points regarding mindset and such, and as well as a way to promote and expose the products to customers, as well as potential teammates, and gives them, you know, a series of steps they can take, very simple, push them through a funnel system, what to send in an email, what to say. Here's a few bullet points on different things that they can do and say to a new prospect. So there's a little bit of scripting in there, as well as some short conversation starters to help create curiosity when talking to people. And, you know, John, I started something new, would like your opinion. I'll send you a link, you know, would you go through it for me, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Simple things like that, just to help a person who may not be you know, comfortable or familiar or know what to do and how to do it. Gives them the very simple ways to expose their MintBuilder business to people in the marketplace. There's a section on talking to network marketers, very specific ways when you're dealing with a list of known network marketers that you want to approach them. Want to give a shout out to Pete Olson for his contribution to the content. Pete is a master of talking to networkers, and so his contribution here will go a long way to helping you be successful in speaking with network marketers. So we have a follow-up process and a little blurb about time to take action, and it goes on for a couple pages and shares a couple of stories and, you know, things to not let fear get in their way, some bullet points and comments about even going back to Babe Ruth, you know, the all-time best home run hitter at the time. You know, he was a beginner at one time, and he stuck with it. Consistency, persistency over time. So I encourage you to go through the quick action guide and the ABCs as if you were a new affiliate for the first time after the webinar. You know, go through it, check it all out, and encourage your new affiliates to do the same. With that, that's the end of my segment. Again, I thank everyone for taking time out to join us this evening. And now we're on to some truly exciting information about this new promotion. And for that, I'm going to turn it back over to Matt.
Yeah, thank you so much, Keith, and I really appreciate it. And you guys don't even understand the amount of resource and time that's been put into this quick action guide, and we didn't do it for nothing. The main reason we did it was for your guys' success, and I feel it's a quite thorough guide. But at the same time, anyone who's coming into the business that you guys introduced to, you know, they want to make a real business out of this precious metals industry, and being able to help people, you know, save money and build wealth at the same time, then this could literally take them less than a day. So to set up a business and go through that action guide and get started in less than a day is a tremendous thing to be able to do. Now you look at this whole guide, and everything that's inside of that guide is just something that's going to help them propel their business. It's going to help them multiply. It's really what it's doing is it's taking from, hundreds of different people's experience and, what they've found out works and what they found out doesn't work, and it gathers it all together. So you're having literally hundreds of years of knowledge basically being put into play, that was already put into practice, and utilizing that. So it's always better to utilize other people's, the things that they stumbled on and things that they've had success in, to find out to use it to save yourself from having to go through it, the same mistakes. Why make that same mistake that's already been made? And so that's why that thing's been put in place. And I really encourage you, just as Keith said, to go through it yourself as if you just started with MintBuilder. And I know there's others tonight, so that may be the case. Maybe you did just start, but anyone else who just onto the webinar or onto MintBuilder, make sure that they also, go through that process. It's really, really important. Now, what I want to do is talk about the main reason besides this that we wanted to have this webinar tonight, and that is, and I'm going to invite Pete Olson, one of our top leaders here with MintBuilder, and I'm going to bring him on board here, just unmuting him, and I'm going to let him talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to come back on after he's done, and it's really exciting stuff. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Pete Olson. Mr. Pete, go ahead.
Hey, Matt, can you hear me okay? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you good.
Awesome. Keith, thanks for you and Chrissy putting together that getting started guide. That will certainly be a help, especially in the new affiliates quest to build a business, and it's so important to have that DMO, as my mentor Larry Thompson always talked about, daily method of operation. Because if you don't have that and you treat your business like a hobby, you'll get paid like it's a hobby. You won't get paid like it's a business. So that's fantastic. In regard to the promotion, guys, I'm really excited to announce this for the company. Every company, typically once or twice a year, has a huge promotion to put out there. And Larry, again, my mentor, always talked about promotions being blue ink. Blue ink is simply something that the representative of the company can use to easier recruit somebody into the business. And we have some serious blue ink for the field. And what MintBuilder is doing, guys, is they're giving a free lifetime membership when any of your prospects get into MintBuilder in the month of July. Okay, so what does that mean? That means when they sign up, it's no $199. All they do is they come in for the monthly auto-ship of $127. So they come in for $127, and they're on that every single month. And there's no $199 annual membership for this year, next year, the year after that, and into their lifetime as far as being a member with MintBuilder. Guys, that is enormous. When I first heard it from Matt, I thought that he meant, hey, it's $199 now and then it's free for the rest of their life. He's waiving it immediately. So for you guys, as far as being current reps in the company, this is enormous blue ink. You should use this as leverage and get as many people as you possibly can into MintBuilder here in the month of July. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to put in 10, 12, 15 people here in the month of July if you go after it and really be diligent about it. And remember, guys, everyone talks about the summer months being slow. I love the summer months because everyone treats it like it's slow. That means all the prospects are sitting there for me. Okay, so take advantage of that. Take advantage of that mentality, and take advantage of this amazing promotion that MintBuilder has going on. Free membership. The $199 is waived forever. They just come in for the price of the auto ship of $127. I know I'll be using that as far as getting people in. I had, I think, 12 people come in last month I want to do at least 15 people this month. So set your goals, put them up high, make it a high standard for yourself, and really take advantage of this promotion that Mint Builder has put on. So Matt, back to you, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Pete. And I also want to let you guys know, with this promotion, this $199 that's waived, they're not having to come in and pay that not only right away, but also the next year. So that value is increased as we go through. But the $127 for the monthly membership in Auto Asset is actually a really huge thing. There's a lot more to that than just a graded coin. And I'm not sure if I just want to make it clear that for everybody that's on here tonight or who's listening to this recording, and letting you guys know that if you go right onto the mintbuilder.com website and you go right underneath the first video, there's a new link there in case you haven't seen it. It's called Check Out the Value Our Affiliates Receive. And then we put together a professional video there. It's only about 3 minutes long, and it's good for you to hear, but it's also good for prospects. And it talks about all the value that's bundled into this, what we're calling it an affiliate bundle, and you get your MS70 coin on top of that. So the value itself is worth way more than the 127, and then you're getting a coin, an asset, a true asset on top of all of that. So check out that link if you haven't seen it. Watch that short video and make sure you can use that for prospecting as well. If you have people wondering what's this price you're paying for, especially now for this short window of opportunity for July, where there's only less than 30 days left in this month, where they're coming in for just the 127. They're like, well, what is that 127? What's the value of that 127? Well, now you have this short video already in place, this 3-minute video that tells them what that is. And so I also want to bring in as well Ray St. Clair, our top EU leader of the company here. I'm going to bring him on board, and so he can also give his feedback as well. So Ray, go ahead.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Fantastic presentation there from Keith. Awesome words by Pete, as usual. And as Keith said, Pete's a great networker. I've known Pete many years, and built Mint Builder with us in a massive way. This particular promotion is huge, absolutely huge, because it removes, for most people looking at the business, a barrier that they perceive. Personally, I don't think it's a barrier, but some people perceive the 199 as a barrier. And to be able to, for the month of July, bring people in without that 199 up front, just join the business and activate an auto ship for the auto asset, which, as all of you guys who work around me know, that I love the auto ships. It's a phenomenal thing, and it's a massive mark of how committed the company are to our success, that they would waive that $199 introductory fee, membership fee for the month of July, to allow us to grow our business. I've worked with this company many, many years, as all of you know. I've worked with Pete a long time, and this company always gives, and that's very, very important. And so I'd just like to say, thank you to Matt for doing this, and all the guys at Mint Builder head office. Big thanks to Peter for the input that he's had on putting those fantastic guys together with Keith and Chrissy, because they are really, really useful. I encourage you wholeheartedly to go download those as soon as we finish this webinar. Go and download those and implement them in your business, because the information in those documents comes from years and decades of networking experience that Peter has, and the years of experience that we've been in this business. So absolutely fantastic promotion, guys. I know that I'm going to be all over this, and I know that already some of the people in my team will be looking at this and going, and the rest of the world in Mint Builder will be looking at this and going, this is fantastic. And it just gives you an opportunity. And Peter's absolutely right in what he says, that the summer months are absolutely the best times to go and bring new people into your business, because most other networkers think that everyone's on holiday. Well, no, not everyone's on holiday. They're here. And if you go and talk to them, you might be well surprised, or very surprised, at how many of them will take a look at this, particularly with this amazing offer on board. So massive thanks to you all, guys. And let's just take July and storm it and take it by the neck. So back to you, Matt. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ray, for being on here and explain a little bit further as well. I appreciate it. And thank each one of you for being on here as well. And just one last thing I just happened to think of too, you know, when you're promoting this, you know, with a $199 membership that's being waived only for July, this one time, but it's an ongoing thing for every single year. They never have to pay for this annual membership. Not only is that a huge benefit, but also with this 127 startup just getting on an auto ship, they're going to get their first MS-70 coin, their first asset is going to be shipped to them right out of the gate as soon as they join. So they're going to start accumulating that wealth, that savings right away. So that's a huge benefit as well. So yeah, just like you said, go over the stuff that Keith was talking about, the quick action guide, and then make sure to start pulling this in. There's less than 30 days of this promotion, so it's going to go fast. It always seems to do that when we run a promo. And I appreciate each one of you. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end it. And you guys have a great evening, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks, everybody.